It's Jolene from 94.5 KTI Country here with Nora Collins.
Hey everybody.
Wisconsin native turned Nashville singer-songwriter.
Yes, it's official now. I have
Yes.
a Tennessee license plate and driver's license.
That's when you know it's official.
Yep.
You've been gone now for almost a year.
Like 9 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's just about the time when you really do have to change your driver's license and your
Yeah,
plates.
I thought if I get into any trouble, I better be a
Yeah.
citizen.
Well, I think a lot of you, when you're gone, I follow you on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and everything, everywhere, Snapchat, everything.
Yeah, thank you.
So I've thought a lot about you this last year because this is your first year, not just chasing your dream and really doing your dream job, but this is your first year away from home,
It
away
is,
from
yeah.
Wisconsin. So how's that been going? Because that's like a feat in itself. Just
Yeah, no, it's been amazing. It's been an adjustment. You know, I grew up in Brookfield, and in April, I moved to Nashville, and so it's a big change from Brookfield to living in a big city. So it's been a fun change, and I'm very happy with where I'm at, and love what I get to do every day, which is write songs. So, but yeah. Learning to do everything on my own has been an adjustment.
Well, just
for
getting
sure.
to the grocery store by yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you're used to. Did you go grocery shopping in Brookfield?
No, my mom took care of all that for me.
So I mean, just doing that stuff. If you're watching and if you've ever moved away from home, like that's a big thing.
Yeah, well, there's all sorts of things that you realize you have to do living on your own.
Yeah.
So very blessed to have wonderful parents that took care so much for me. But
And we do wish you were here, Collins'
Yes.
parents. We wish you were
Mom
here.
and Dad, I'm sure they're watching.
Well, if you're watching, if you have a question for Nora, feel free to drop us a line. We'll be checking the comments during the video, and then you're going to perform for us.
Yeah,
so why don't we
thank you.
just take it off and have you perform one of your songs for us? Which one do you think you'll start out with?
Well, I think I'm going to start out with the first song off of my new EP, which is Recover.
Okay.
This song was co-written with two of the guys over at MV2 Entertainment, Terry McBride, who's from McBride and the Ride, and David Fanning, who is also doing a solo project now, and he produces Parmalee and Thompson
Wow.
Square and Lindsay L. So very lucky to have these guys on this song. And I made a music video for this song. You can find it on my website, noracollins.com. David Fanning, who also wrote and co-produced this song, co-stars in the video with me.
That was on CMT, wasn't it?
Yes, I was just getting that.
I'm just so excited.
Thank you. Yeah, no, this last couple of months, was lucky enough to be selected for CMT Artist Discovery. So I really appreciate CMT's support with playing my video, and everybody who voted for the video. I was in the top 12 countdown for
Nice.
4 weeks in a row. So
Nice.
that was great.
Those are new and kind of emerging artists like yourself, right? On
Yes.
on the CMT. So that's pretty cool to be in the top 12 because you
Thank
got to
you.
imagine there's people from all over
Yeah.
with fans like yours from Wisconsin and now Nashville. So
Yeah.
awesome. Well, why don't you play it for us?
Sure. Don't need a place that could fix me right now. Don't need no drug I could take to come down. Ain't a bar, ain't a shot, or a single thing
lovely camera woman Kayla in the room. And I mean, like, you just light up this room.
Oh,
I'm sorry that we can't.
Thank you.
You make it look so easy.
Well, thank
that
you.
was
That's
cool.
very
Recover. We're here with Brookfield native Nora Collins. Want to say hi to Maria and Daniel who are watching.
Thanks
Thank
for
you guys for
watching.
being with us. If you have any questions, let us know. But what I want to talk to you about, and I think what a lot of people don't know, what does a songwriter do every day? You write songs,
Yeah.
obviously. Just what's a day in the life of Nora Collins like now that you're in Nashville, living your dream, being a singer-songwriter?
Yeah, well, so I'm lucky enough to write songs 5 days a week. And the great thing about having this publishing deal is that my publisher takes care of my calendar for me. So all I have to do is show up to wherever I'm supposed to be every day of the week and just go with a couple ideas in mind. And so most of the time I'm still meeting co-writers for the first time, and so we get to know each other a little bit and then bounce around some ideas, and whatever kind of feels good for that day, we just take a stab at it, and usually we finish a song within 2-3 hours.
So is your day, I mean, is it like you work 5 days a week? Is it an 8 to 5 kind of thing when you're writing? Or what if you're not feeling creative when you get in with another co-writer? What do you do?
Well, the great thing is about co-writing is that you've got 2 or 3 people's ideas, coming together. And so even when, I maybe don't feel super creative or don't think I have a great idea, you get to bounce ideas off of each other, and usually something pretty cool comes from it. And sometimes, though, you don't click with another person, but you do your best and try and finish a song and make the best out of that situation. But, my schedule is pretty relaxed during the week. Usually writes start at 10:30, or 11 in the morning, and then you're done by 2-3 in the afternoon. But I usually go in, if I'm not writing at our office, I usually stop in and I like to poke my head in and see what's going on, get some feedback on songs, and see what I can be working on. So
what's
I
one
stay
of
busy.
what's one of the most fun writing sessions that you've ever had? Like, is there anything that sticks out in the last 9 months or so since you've been down there that you're like, that is what I came here to do?
That's a good question. Well, I think one of, a particular write that stuck out to me was when I got to write with Josh Thompson.
Cool.
So that was just so cool for me. I've opened for him a number of times here in Wisconsin, and I've always just really admired his writing style. Like, he's someone I really look up to lyrically and musically. So just getting the chance to write with him, I was so nervous and so excited. I mean, I knew him because I'd seen him so many times before. But writing with someone is a different kind of thing, and just putting your ideas out there can be kind of scary sometimes because you don't want to. I didn't want Josh Thompson to think I suck or that my ideas were lame.
Yeah.
But luckily, he really liked this idea that I had, and it's a super cool song, and I think we're going to be demoing it. So I'm excited to share it with people.
Cool.
I don't know how to play it yet because I let Josh take the lead on the guitar, but I'm very excited about that. But another write that was just really amazing was one before I moved down to Nashville. It was the first co-write that my publisher set up for me, and this was before I signed. I was just still talking with them, and they set me up with some things to see how I would do. And the first one he set me up with was with my now good friend John Kennedy, and we wrote a song called Guess I Would Have Known By Now, which is on my EP, and that was the song that made Clay Myers at MV2 Entertainment take a second look at me.
Wow.
And so that's the song that got me my publishing deal.
Cool. Isn't it funny how just those little things can connect you to something just so much bigger?
It's crazy.
Very cool.
Yeah.
We're talking to Brookfield native Nora Collins. You're chasing your dream, which I'm just so excited,
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Thank you so much.
From when you just performed, and she'll perform again in a minute here, but when you just performed for us, your voice has just matured.
Thank you.
And you were always good, but I remember, a year or so ago when you came into the studio and you performed for us live, and just to hear you now, you're just getting so good.
Thank you
so
much.
It's just really exciting to see you grow. I know you're working on some Christmas music, some original Christmas music.
Yes. So I recently wrote a Christmas song with another good friend of mine, Robert Arthur, who also writes at MV2 Entertainment. And Robert is just one of the sweetest guys in the world, and he's a fantastic guitar player. He toured with Brad Paisley for many years, and he's got a cut on Brad Paisley's new album that's coming out, so very excited for Robert. But Robert and I decided to try and write a Christmas song. I think it was in late September, early October, so a little late to the game, but because when you write Christmas songs...
Yeah, that's late for writing Christmas songs.
Yeah, most artists, you know, cut their Christmas albums in like June or July, so we were a little late to the game, but we thought we were in the mood to get into the Christmas spirit, so we wrote a song called Christmas Kiss, and then in November, we decided very late in the game to record the song and put it out on Spotify and iTunes and just see what happened with it. And it's just a real cute little song, and I'd love for people to check out the recording of it. But I'm going to play an acoustic version. Now, Robert, because he's such an amazing guitar player, it's a very complicated song on guitar, so he was very nice to write out a little cheat sheet for me.
Which she does not have on the floor in front of her.
No, totally not. Nope.
I've got to imagine it's kind of hard to write a Christmas song, just because, I mean, Christmas, you think, right, there's so many classic Christmas songs. I mean, how do you even go about writing a new Christmas song? And do you have hopes in mind that maybe this song will be, you know, kind of one of those new Christmas classics?
I would love for it to be a Christmas classic. I think, you know, since we wrote it so late in the game, there wasn't really an opportunity to pitch this song to Nashville artists. So I've got my fingers and toes crossed for next year. I think this would be a great little number for somebody to do. But, yeah, no, we just kind of, it was Robert's idea. He had this idea called Good Morning Christmas Kiss, and it's kind of what the hook is. And we just kind of talked about what was important to us about Christmas, and it's not about the things, or, you know, it's about the person that you love and spending time with that person.
Absolutely.
So,
you want to play for us?
I would love to.
Cool. Christmas Kiss.
Hopefully, even though I don't have this cheat sheet on the floor, I don't mess it up. All right, Christmas Kiss.
Christmas Eve, just you and me, lost in the lights of our Christmas tree. And we wake up, sunlight on the snow. First thing I hear is this. You whisper to me, baby, I need my good morning Christmas kiss. Green mistletoe and candlelight glow may be on our list, but we figured out it's really about the one that you're with. Unwrapping presents can't wait a little longer. This moment is too good to miss before your feet hit the floor. Give me one more good morning Christmas kiss. During this part, there's a really great guitar solo.
Christmas kiss.
Thank you.
And you didn't even see her look at the cheat sheet.
Oh, I was staring at it.
I didn't see you look at it at all.
Thank you.
So Mike Miller on Facebook wants to know how you like the cold weather. So we should remind people that she's used to it because you grew up in Wisconsin, but
Yes.
do you ever get used to this kind of cold? I don't think so.
No, you don't. Well, and especially, being in Nashville. I posted in my Snapchat story the other day when it was like 2 degrees out, that it was 2 degrees out. And my friend Kendra, who's still in Nashville, she hasn't gone home for Christmas yet, she said it was like 65, and she was like, I'm going to wear flip-flops today.
I can't handle being
very jealous.
I can't handle people on Snapchat that live in Florida this time of year.
My friend Jacqueline just moved back to Florida, and she's been rubbing that in my face.
Oh, you should unfollow her. So what do you have planned now that you're home? You're home until just after the New Year's. So
I am.
What do you have planned while you're back in Wisconsin?
Well,
not all work, right?
Not all work. No, it's great that I've got some time off to enjoy Wisconsin and spend some time with my family and friends. But I've also got some shows going on. So I'd love for you to check out my website, noracollins.com. I've got the shows listed there. And other than that, I'm just going to have some fun.
And hang out with your parents, who I'm sure miss you, because this is your first Christmas gone from home. So I'm sure that they're glad you're back, because some people move away and they don't go back home their first Christmas.
Yeah, I think
Sorry,
Mom. I think they're very happy that I'm home and that I get to be home for a few weeks. So that's good. And I was happy to come home for Thanksgiving too. So I love Wisconsin.
When you're home and like when you get together for Christmas dinner with your family, is your family really musical? Like, do you get on your guitar at Christmas and play?
No.
No? That's what, I guess, to me, since I don't play any instruments and I can't sing or do any of that, I just imagine people like you that are so gifted and talented just bring your guitar with you everywhere and have a little concert like this for everybody all the time.
Not me. Maybe other people, but I like to put it down sometimes. Sometimes I need a break from it, and I view, my holidays as time to just spend with my family. I'm hardly on my, phone or anything during Christmas. I just like being, it's a holiday, and it's about spending time with your family. So
good for you.
Yeah.
Well, and especially just a lot of people, our age are so hooked on their phones, and that's such a great point to make. Just, it is the holidays. Like, there isn't anything that's on Facebook that's not going to be there, after the holidays, so you can see it then too. So just put the phone down and enjoy spending time with your family.
Exactly. At least for one day.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm guilty of being on my phone a lot too. But
so what are you wishing for this Christmas? Because, of course, everybody's wishing for something. You get to come home, spend time with your family, but what else? Well,
I think, this Christmas, I'm just hoping for a great 2017. I'd love, a big goal of mine since moving on to Nashville is to have a song cut by an artist that you hear on the radio. So I'm very hopeful and working very hard to try and make that happen.
You've made a lot of connections just in your first 9 months or so in Nashville, so I'm sure you'll just continue to do that into the New Year's. So
I sure hope so.
Well, remind people, we're going to have you sing one more song before we're done, but remind people where they can catch up with you. Your website and Snapchat.
NoraCollins.com. I've got links to all my social media there except for my Snapchat. But my Snapchat is Nora Ann Collins. And it's on my Instagram, though, so you can go find it and snap it to follow me.
She's just about everywhere.
You have to be.
You have to be, exactly. That's just it. Is you have to be, where your fans are to connect with them.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's a great way that you've been able to connect with them. Because I know with us, with the station, I love connecting with listeners on Instagram, and it's like, there are certain groups of people on Instagram. Some people like Facebook more, some people like Twitter more, so you really have a chance to connect with people.
Yeah, it's great to have all those platforms to stay in touch with people here at home. So
cool. Well, one more song for us, right? What are you gonna do this time?
I think I'm gonna try a new one. I wrote this with John Kennedy, and it's just a fun song about at the beginning of a new relationship, you kind of love everything about that person. So this is called Every Little.
Cool.
Something about this Bronco pulling in this driveway. Something about your hand, the way it's holding mine. Something
awesome. What was the name of that one?
Every Little.
Every Little. That's a cool song.
Thank you.
It's just so fun to see her perform and smile and just really like we're in a room by ourselves. I'm over here dancing. That's why I got out of the camera shot. Before you leave, Kimberly from West Allis left us a comment. And I think this is really cool just to think about because so many people have so many traditions this time of year.
Yeah.
So since you're home with your family in Wisconsin, and we have so many great traditions here too, are there any that you're really looking forward to this year?
Well, a big tradition for our family is, I mean, it already happened, but it's the day after Thanksgiving. We always go and get a Christmas tree.
Oh.
And so I always really look forward to that, and I'm happy that I was able to be home for that.
Cool.
But for Christmas, every year we go over to my grandparents' house and we have Christmas brunch with my mom's side of the family, and that's one of my favorite things about Christmas morning is getting to see my whole side of the mom's side of the family, and
Cool.
my grandparents put together stockings for everybody, so
Cool.
it's just a lot of fun.
Cool. I love hearing about people's traditions. It's just
Yeah.
everybody has a little something different. Like you go get a real Christmas tree from a real
Yes.
Christmas tree farm. I just did that for the first time this year.
Really?
Our tradition is taking the tree out of the box. So it's just so fun to hear about different traditions that people
Yeah.
have. So Merry Christmas to you guys.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Thank you for watching.
Oh, that was insane. Look at that.
And we didn't fall off of our stools,
Thank goodness.
which was
I
a
was
goal.
nervous. I thought I was going to swivel off.
Nora Collins, thank you again. Shout out your website one more time.
NoraCollins.com. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you guys.